watching CBS 4, South Florida's most watched television station.
Today on Judge Alex. The defendant promised to build this woman's dream home, but left her with a disaster. Will she be able to control her anger in Judge Alex's courtroom?
You should just shut up.
Don't go telling anybody in my courtroom to shut up.
Yes, sir, but we spent a lot of money into this.
I understand you spent a lot of money in this. I also understand it's your life savings. But don't go thinking you're going to come in and control my courtroom.
Find out how deep of a hole the defendant dug and what secrets the plaintiff's husband tried to bury in this contractor's plans.
He came out and wrote me a check for some of the work we'd already done, and he said, look, I'm taking an extra $300, and, I'm going to tell Tammy that, I'm paying you.
So what was the reason for that?
Because he wanted to buy an assault rifle receiver for one of his guns.
You wanted him to pad the bill so you could buy a gun?
And later, she says she opened her heart to a stranger who later stole everything that wasn't nailed down in her home.
She took the bed, she took the mattress, she even took the sheets that were on the bed.
Oh my God.
Today on Judge Alex. As a cop, he stood up for the law.
If I was the cop who showed up on the scene, you'd still be in jail.
As a trial lawyer, he fought for the truth.
The only thing your story is missing is once upon a time.
And as a criminal court judge, he commanded authority.
I've locked up people for less than what you did.
Now, he has his own courtroom
This is my house.
where the cases are real
I will kick you both out and you don't follow my rules.
and justice rules.
I'm giving you one last warning.
Introducing Judge Alex. Steve and Tammy Rochester say they hired the defendant to do construction on their house, but he walked off the job. They're now suing for $5,000 because they had to pay someone else to finish his work. Contractor Brian Evans argues he finished the job, but the plaintiff never finished paying. He's countersuing for $4,294 for unpaid labor and materials.
All rise. Court is now in session. Honorable Judge Alex Ferrer presiding.
Okay, thank you. Please be seated. Mr. Rochester, you're suing Mr. Evans because you hired him as a contractor and you say he left the job unfinished and you had to pay other people to do the job. Is that right?
Yes, sir.
And Mr. Evans, you're counterclaiming because you say that you weren't paid for the work that you did do and you had to do additional work as a result of
That
the
is correct,
plaintiff.
Your Honor.
All right. Let me hear your case.
The money that we paid this man, it wasn't something I just had laying around. It was years of savings. It was over $20,000 in savings that I took out from the IRA. Okay, so when this man came recommended to us, he came out to our house, gave us an estimate. The estimate, he emailed it to us. We looked it over, talked over it on the phone
And what did you pay him to do?
to build on a master bedroom. When he came out to start the work, we realized this man wasn't playing around. He was ready to work. He worked. He did what he was having to do. He dug a trench all the way around our house looking
Your Honor,
for...
can I jump in on
No,
this part?
you can't jump in yet. Hold on.
He dug a trench all the way around our house looking for the drain. And this trench, mind you, is now what you would
That
call
your
a
husband
moat.
told me I had.
It was a
Where-
moat
I'm sorry,
that we had to cover with plywood.
Wait
it
one
was
second. Wait one
so
second.
deep.
Wait one second. I'm going to come back to you. I want to
I'm
hear about the
sorry,
trench.
I'm sorry, sir.
I'm going to come back to you. You said he dug a trench all the way around your house looking for
Halfway
a
around
sewer
the back.
line?
Yes.
Okay. Is that what you did?
Yes, I did.
Why?
Because Steve told me he knew exactly where it was. He had me digging across his backyard. I included 40 to 50 foot in there. I probably dug 60 to 70 foot. He told me it was on the other side of his fence in his neighbor's yard. His
I did
neighbor
not
came
tell
out
you that.
griping at us because we're going into his yard after he told me he'd been in his backyard or talked to his neighbor
this
about
man's
going
been in
through his
business for
backyard.
15
Hold on.
years
You,
and he's
didn't
supposed
tell
to
me
know
that
what
you
he's
as a
doing?
contractor subcontract some of the work to the homeowner to tell you where to dig?
Yes, he told me where his sewer was. I didn't need to have a plumber out there. So.
You didn't find the pipe when you were digging the trench because you say he pointed you in the wrong direction.
Correct.
Okay, so you've got a useless trench.
Correct.
Why didn't you fill it in?
Because it had been raining.
That's a lie.
No, there
Okay.
was
Your Honor,
never
my
a
witness
verbal agreement.
was there.
Well, I'm going to bring your
That's
witness
a
up.
He was a
Mr. Price, come on
laborer.
up.
He was
He's
never
a laborer.
around.
He's an employee of mine.
Yeah,
Who
who's paying
exactly
you
are
guys?
you?
Let's not
Name's
forget
Steven,
that.
subcontractor for Brian. The trench, we dug it back in except for a spot in the front yard. He told us to leave it there. He was going to do something with it. So the dirt was on the side. We put a piece of wood over it, and we walked over it, and it was a pain in the butt
Oh,
for
God.
weeks.
Was that it?
That's it with the
Have a
trench.
seat.
Yeah, so we filled the trench in.
Okay, thank you.
But in May, it was still unfilled. Right.
Okay.
Because
And
of rain.
What was it he was supposed to do?
Well, all these hurricane situations came up that he was going to have to, because he had another part of the house was falling apart, the other house was completely falling apart. Anyway, they had to bring it up to code for hurricane, basically codes,
Okay.
because they're so close to the water.
That was your
my
job.
estimate does not include that. It does not include any of that.
But you
that is
got
part
10
of
years worth of
permitting and code
experience.
permits.
You're
and
supposed to know all
inspections.
this, not me.
Yes, Steve, but you went down, look, you told me to take the shell of the house and bid you a frame. In the contract, he went down to the city himself and pulled his own permits. I did not know he was 3 miles from the coast. That wasn't my deal. If you read in the contract, he
You
pulled
didn't know
all
you were,
permits.
we were
Wait,
3
wait.
miles
Would you
from
hold
the
on,
coast.
hold on.
No, you're lying.
How could you not know where his
I know where
property
he's
is?
at. I knew what part of the town he's at. But as far as the permits, when you go down to the
We're
city of
blocked
Galveston,
from the water, Your Honor.
would you let me finish? When you go
Let you
down to the
finish
city
lying?
of Galveston and you pull a permit as an owner, they give you a list of guidelines of what you got to go by. I did not pull those permits, Your Honor. That was up to him, and it said in there in my contract that he was reliable for all
For
the
the
permits.
permit.
You should just shut up.
You know what?
You just drove some nails out
Hey,
there.
don't go telling anybody in my courtroom to shut up.
Settle down.
You understand me?
Yes, sir, but we spent a lot of money into this.
I understand you spent a lot of money in this. I also understand it's your life savings. But don't go thinking you're going to come in and control my courtroom.
He said he was going to do the windstorm, all the stuff for the hurricane guidelines. He was going to do that. He came out and wrote me a check, or not a check, he gave me cash for some of the work we'd already done, and he said, look, I'm taking an extra $300. I'm going to do this clipping, and, I'm going to tell Tammy that, I'm paying you. So I'm going to go ahead and
So
do
what was
that.
the reason for that?
Because he wanted to buy a assault rifle receiver for one of his guns. He's big into assault rifles. He's got a freaking arsenal in his house.
You wanted
Yeah.
to, hold on. You wanted him to pad the bill so you could buy a gun? I mean, because honestly, usually when husbands are trying to get somebody to pad the bill is to give like money to their girlfriend or something, but to buy a gun?
Coming up, did this contractor cut too many corners?
Steve here was supposed to be out there helping us every day. He was never out on the job
None of
site.
that's true.
You know, I got to tell you, I've hired contractors before, and I never have I had the contractor say, hey, why don't you join my crew? Here's a hammer. Go out there, just nail that up on the wall.
And later, what was the real living arrangement between these two women?
Was that the agreement between the two of you? You
No,
babysit
no,
my
Your Honor.
kids 3 times and you can live here forever?
No, I have a young lady. No.
If you have a legal dispute and want Judge Alex to hear your case, call Judge Alex toll-free at 1-800-854-7303.
The latest debates.
To breastfeed in public.
It's my child's right to eat. Don't put it in my face.
Plus, condoms in schools.
Have them in the vending machine.
Next, Dr. Phil.
Today at 3 on 4.
Newlywed Sandra Bullock, her brush with death,
I kept thinking, just don't shoot me.
and rising star Terrence Howard, the story you never heard. A revealing hour with the cast of Crash. Next, Oprah.
Today at 4 on 4.
Were you one of 6 million Floridians left in the dark this past hurricane season? Never lose your power again. No matter what happens, you can be comfortable and secure with an emergency standby generator, a backup system that automatically restores your power within 60 seconds and protects you 365 days a year. Protect your lifestyle, your assets, your home, your entire family. Personalized power systems. Never lose your power again. Call today.
Finally, affordable LASIK. Imagine life with reduced dependence on glasses and contact lenses. It's possible with the LASIK Vision Institute. Our centers offer some of the latest FDA-approved lasers and diagnostic technology, including custom technology to improve your vision. All of this at an unbeatable price. Our independent surgeons have performed over 500,000 procedures. Call now for a free information session with a LASIK counselor. Our LASIK procedures are as low as $299 per eye. Plus, if you call right now, you can receive interest-free financing. That's right, 0% financing for up to 1 year. LASIK from $299 per eye plus 0% financing.
Call 1-800-568-2839 now to act on this incredible offer. That number again is 1-800-568-2839. 1-800-568-2839.
The LASIK Vision Institute. Experience, commitment, technology, and affordability.
Judge Alex returns in the case of Steve and Tammy Rochester, who claim the defendant never finished building their master bedroom.
I have here a list of some of the expenses that you claim you incurred. The siding that was not finished, $1,700. The doors installed, $800. Those were 2 French doors, right?
Yes, sir.
Okay. The roofing, $1,950. Estimate for the plumbing, which hasn't been done, but you have an estimate for it of $1,750, and yard damage of $200. How did you find out they stopped work?
No, sir.
That wasn't when he stopped work.
When was that?
He stopped working on Wednesday, May the 4th or the 5th. I may be wrong on one of those days, but May the 9th, he sent us an email stating he was going to take out a lien against my home and file charges at Galveston County Courthouse because we hadn't paid him his money. On Thursday, his father and 2 other men came and picked up their tools, said they had some emergency or whatever. Thursday, Friday,
Never came back.
Never came back.
And you're submitting here an invoice, which is basically the contract that you guys signed, except you've added additional charges on there for
additional work that was not in the
different
contract.
work here. For
Your Honor,
example,
you
you've
also notice that what
sorry?
he's adding there, the estimate numbers go backwards to 3,000 digits when our estimate that he gave us was in the 5,000. He went backward. That's a false invoice.
did they ever sign this invoice?
No, they did not. The last one. There was an email.
He made it up.
That's
Format's
You had
even
to hire
different.
somebody to do the work.
Yes.
Right. And you took the loan out that you were talking about.
I took out another loan.
You took out another loan to pay these contractors to finish the job that he should have finished.
Yes, because hurricane season had already started. Had I left it the way he did, then all of our work would have been to nothing.
So he left the
I had
job.
everything wrapped.
He walked off the job and left it unfinished right before hurricane season.
Yes.
Yes.
Okay. Yes, sir. Mr. Platt.
As far as labor's involved, the man hours, Steve here was supposed to be out there helping us every day. He was never out on the job
None
site.
of that's true.
You know, I got to tell you, I've hired contractors before, and I never have I had the contractor say,
Exactly.
"Hey, why don't you join my crew?
No, we
Here's a
didn't say
hammer.
that.
Go out there, just nail that up on the wall."
He needs to sit down.
We didn't want him out there.
He needs to sit down. He doesn't know anything.
We didn't want him out there. But as far as this kind of price, he goes, hey, I'll give me a cheaper price, and I'll come out there and help you all every day.
I am so done. I don't know. You're a businessman, okay?
Yes, sir.
You're supposed to be a professional.
Yes, sir.
Seriously, I don't see it. You're supposed to contract for the work you're going to do. And you know, as well as I do, you don't contract for it, you're going to come into a courtroom, and it's going to be, you told me you were going to do this. No, I'm not going to do that. I told you I was going to do something else. And that's exactly what you've got. You're the one who drafted the contract. You're the one that has the biggest obligation under the contract. And the contract says $15,300. It doesn't say he drives nails into the wall. It doesn't say he leads us around like Pied Piper looking for the water pipe. So we dig the massive trench in the yard. And it doesn't say you're entitled to add on to that contract at any time you want. Oh, I think I'll charge him for making it hurricane-proof. Hey, that's a good idea. Because if you do that, then contracts are meaningless. They're totally meaningless. The whole purpose of a contract is when you two start doing work, each side knows what they're paying and each side knows what they're getting. And under your theory, none of that happens, okay? He has a contract. He's shown me that you haven't finished the job. Judgment in favor of the plaintiff for $5,000, 0 on the counterclaim.
Thank you.
All rise.
Steve and Tammy Rochester have won their case, so Brian Evans must pay $5,000. Judge Alex has denied Brian Evans' counterclaim for $4,294. The plaintiffs owe him nothing. Coming up, a startling find leaves the plaintiff speechless.
Before I come home from work, I come up the stairs. I noticed there was nothing in this room. I thought somebody had came in and robbed me. There's nothing there but the ceiling fan and the doorknob. Everything else she took.
I can't believe you left the ceiling fan and the doorknob.
This Thanksgiving, the big parade could wind up at your house.
You've just won $1 million in the Publishers Clearinghouse sweepstakes.
Enter by mail or at PCH.com. And this Thanksgiving, the winner could be you.
Open wide. Wider. Please. Don't make me call your daddy.
Triaminic Thin Strips. Easy to give. Triaminic, the medicine of motherhood.
Closed captioning for Judge Alex, brought to you in part by...
There's more good news for those with arthritis pain. According to a recent survey, orthopedic doctors rated Aleve #1 most effective over-the-counter brand for minor arthritis pain. Ask your doctor about the good news. Ask your doctor about Aleve.
You are one lazy boy. I love my parents, I really do, but sometimes they submit themselves to unnecessary pain. For example, they've been sleeping on the same old mattress for 25 years. You don't keep a TV that long. You don't keep a car that long. They didn't even keep me that long, and I was begging to stay. At Modern Age, you can buy a brand new mattress at prices even your folks can appreciate. Modern Age, because paying too much for furniture just isn't fun.
Modern Age. There can only be one lowest price.
For women with early breast cancer, doctors try to remove as much cancer as possible during surgery. Still, it is possible that some cancer cells may remain in your body and continue to multiply after initial treatment.
It has been shown that the risk of breast cancer coming back is highest in the first 5 years after diagnosis and peaks within the first 3 years. Adjuvant treatment, which is treatment following surgery with or without radiation, has been shown to help reduce the risk of breast cancer returning. It is very important that you take your medication as prescribed by your doctor for the entire duration of therapy. To help you remember to take your medication, try to take it at the same time every day. Take it along with meals or other daily events like brushing your teeth.
Take charge of your health and continue on your medication as prescribed by your doctor. Sticking to your treatment plan may help reduce the risk of your breast cancer coming back.
If you have any questions, ask your physician or Publix pharmacist. For more information about breast cancer and recurrence, go to getbcfacts.com. To join a free support program, visit inyourcorner.com.
Underwritten by AstraZeneca.
If you were my sister, I would say you should know your breast cancer could come back.
You should know how to fight it.
You should know there are treatments that can help reduce that risk significantly.
Learn about those treatments, I would say.
Decide on them with your doctor.
If you were my sister, I would say you should know you have options.
If you were my sister, I would say there are many reasons to be optimistic.
15 years, I'm still here. Hello?
Next time on Judge Alex, her best friend crashed her car, but was she the one that was smashed?
Had one too many drinks.
About 5 too many, she always drunk.
What are you going to do? What are you going to tell the family of the kid that you kill when you show up at the funeral?
Next time on Judge Alex.
Plaintiff Angela Donald claims the defendant moved out of her home without paying rent and bills. She also claims the defendant stole her computer and furnishings from the rented room in her home. She's suing for $4,500, the total of her losses. Defendant Alicia Walker says the plaintiff is only suing because her boyfriend was hitting on her. Alicia claims she arranged to take care of the plaintiff's children in exchange for free room and board, and says the computer and furnishings were a gift, so she owes the plaintiff nothing.
Miss Donald, you're suing Miss Walker, who's a friend of yours you allowed to stay at your house, and she was supposed to pay you part of the rent, is that right?
Yes, that's true.
Okay. And you claim she didn't pay you the rent, and on top of that, when she moved out, she took your furniture, your computer, and all your other items.
Yes, Your Honor.
No, she told me I could have it.
Okay. Oh, she told you could have it?
Yes.
Okay.
That's...
All right. Miss Donald, go ahead and tell me your story.
I met Miss Walker. We met through a mutual friend. Mutual friend let me know that he knew a young lady who was having some problems with her boyfriend, and she was in a bad situation that she needed to get out of. She needed to come stay someplace. I have 2 small kids, so
what problems were you having with your boyfriend?
We was going through some personal things with another woman that was involved, and I was trying to get out of that situation.
Was it an abusive relationship?
It was somewhat abusive too, yes.
Okay, so you did her a favor and let her move in with you?
Yes, I thought I would help Miss Walker out and allow her to come stay.
So what was the rental agreement?
The rental agreement was it was $800 a month. Her portion of the rent would be $400, and she would pay $75 toward electricity. And when she lost her job, I didn't get anything. From that point, I received nothing.
Did you sign an agreement that says you would pay her $400 a month and that you were behind $100?
Yes.
Okay, so you agree with that?
Right.
So you didn't pay her August?
No.
Okay.
No.
Did you pay her September?
No, I was trying to give her money here and there because she knew I was trying to get out of...
I would try to give her money here and there. Doesn't even mean I gave her money here and there. It's not even an assertion that you ever gave her money.
No,
I would
because
try
she would
to,
tell
like,
me...
Let me try to give you money.
She would tell
I didn't
me
get to give you money.
No.
Yeah, I have 2 small kids,
Stop
Your
the
Honor.
talking. Did you pay her September?
No.
Did you pay her October?
No.
Did you pay her November?
No.
Okay, your trying is really failing, right? You're not giving her money. Is there anything that you did to compensate her for rent? Did you do anything?
I used to keep her kids sometimes.
For how much time?
For probably like 4 hours here, 6 hours here.
That's it.
Not true.
Even if it is, that's it.
Yes.
Was that the agreement between the two of you? You babysit my kids 3 times and you can live here forever?
Up next, what really caused the defendant to move out of the plaintiff's house?
Well, her man came on to me, and I told her about it, and that's why all the attitude and everything came out. That's why she's suing me today.
Does someone owe you money? You can settle your legal dispute on Judge Alex. Call toll-free 1-800-854-7303.
I have asthma, and even when I thought I had it under control, it constricted my life. I avoided doing some things because I knew they could trigger my symptoms. When my asthma symptoms flare up, I never know how bad it's going to be. A little wheezing or something more. That's not the way I wanted to live. So I talked to my doctor about getting more symptom-free days with Advair. Advair is the one asthma controller that treats the 2 main components that cause my asthma symptoms, airway constriction and inflammation. So I can have more days without symptoms, and that means more days without worry.
Advair won't replace fast-acting inhalers for sudden symptoms and should not be taken more than twice a day. Rare but serious asthma-related fatalities occurred in a study with Ceravin, one of the components of Advair. While adjusting to a switch from an oral steroid like prednisone to the inhaled steroid in Advair, be very careful as you may be less able to heal after surgery, infection, or serious injury. See your doctor if your asthma does not improve.
Ask your doctor about Advair. Enjoy more symptom-free days.
Breast cancer is one of the most common forms of cancer in women.
As a survivor, I know we can all fight this deadly disease.
Please join us for the Susan G. Komen 10th Anniversary Race for the Cure, Saturday, October 15th at Bayfront Park.
And together we can all race for the cure.
Do you know that the more often children have dinner with their families, the less likely they are to smoke, drink, and use drugs? So simply having dinner together can help your children forever. If not at the White House, your house.
I'm CBS 4's Dr. Sean Kniff. AIDS cases are growing in our community and the numbers are staggering. But there is something you can do about the spread of HIV and AIDS by getting tested for free at several places across South Florida. For details and more information, please call Neighbors for Neighbors at 305-597-4404. Together, we're making a difference.
Underwritten by Bank United and Herbert Hoover Foundation.
Attention men and women experiencing hair loss. We are now accepting new candidates for a program that restores hair without surgery or harmful drugs. We are currently looking for select individuals to fill limited monthly spaces for the new pain-free cool laser technology. If you are interested in a program that will restore your lost hair, call 1-800-GOT-HAIR to see if you qualify. We only accept certain candidates. Call 1-800-GOT-HAIR right now.
Promotional consideration paid by.
Why did your last diet fail?
Stress raises cortisol. Cortisol increases belly fat. Relicor helps reduce cortisol. You need Relicor.
Call now. It's guaranteed.
A microfiber sofa sectional with exceptional quality for just $7.99. Smart styling, comfortable attitude. Jennifer Convertibles.
Estrin D, the first and only diet pill specifically developed to help menopausal and premenopausal women lose weight.
Estrin D, call now. It's guaranteed.
Judge Alex returns in the case of Donald versus Walker as the plaintiff explains how the defendant ripped her off.
So we get past November. We're now in December.
Okay.
What happens in December?
December. I come home from work.
Does she pay December?
She hasn't paid anything. But
all right, go ahead.
To the point to why we're here. In December, I come home from work. I come up the stairs, and I walk past the room that I let her sleep in. And I noticed there was nothing in this room. My first instinct was I thought somebody had came in and robbed me.
You mean like all her clothes is gone?
No, I mean like I had a computer, a dresser, a mirror, and a bed in this room, and there's nothing there but the ceiling fan and the doorknob. Everything else she took.
I can't believe you left the ceiling fan and the doorknob.
The only thing I took was the bed and the computer.
What did she take?
She took everything in the room.
I know, but I wasn't there. I've never lived in your room.
She took the bed, she took the mattress, she took the sheets that were on the bed.
My God.
And the dresser, the mirror, the bed, and the computer, And the stand.
Angie, I did not take
Your Honor, she took it off.
I took her computer and I took the
What did you take? Computer?
I took the computer.
Go ahead, what
and
else?
I took the mattress set, which she said she didn't.
The bed.
She didn't need the mattress and the bed and the yeah.
Okay. All right. So what is your version of why you left?
Why I left is because all this came up because her man came into my room. Her man came on to me and I tried to be a friend.
I've never heard this
Oh
before.
my God.
Stop. Let me hear her version, okay? Go ahead.
Her man came on to me and I told her about it, and that's why all the attitude and everything came out.
So
that's why she's suing me today. And attention was just too big in that house.
Okay, now your turn.
That's not true. Well, she's here today, Your Honor, because she owes me my rent. I have 2 small kids. Imagine kids at Christmas. My kids didn't have a Christmas because Ms. Walker decided she would leave, take my furniture, and not pay me any rent.
What happened with the boyfriend?
My boyfriend, she only met him one time. He doesn't even live where we live. She met him once, and that once was, hello, this is,
Did she ever come up to you and say, hey, he was hitting on me?
I have never heard this. There was never an opportunity for that.
In your complaint, you say that after you tell her about the boyfriend, that after that, every time you walk around her, there would be times when they would just make nasty comments and laugh at you.
It's just snickering and, you know, you just
snickering at you, laughing. The same woman who you also say, then these are your words, okay? She was a great friend, kind, generous, very supportive, encouraging. She was so good to me. She paid for groceries. And then you tell her this, and now she's just a snickering, laughing fool every time you come around.
I ain't saying she's a snickering, laughing fool. It was just, you know, tension.
This wonderful person who gave you shelter when you needed
her.
Okay. I have no doubt you bought the computer, and I have no doubt you bought the bed. The problem I have with the receipts is these receipts are completely identical.
Okay.
The computer store is using the exact same receipt form that the bed store is using. What it looks like to me is you just didn't have the receipt. And you say, I got to have some proof, so you went ahead and wrote up receipts for what you bought.
Those are the actual receipts, though. And
honestly, I'm not buying that. This is what I believe. She owes you the rent.
Yeah.
She owes you rent of $2,100. I'm giving you $300 for the computer because really that's all I can reasonably say you have proven to me.
Okay.
I'm giving you $475 on the furniture. I think that's a reasonable assessment for that. And $200 for the electric bills. That's a total of $3,075.
Okay.
Okay? That is the best that I can assess what you have lost. Okay? As for you, Ms. Walker, you should be ashamed. She helps you out. There's no doubt in my mind that after she helped you out, you stole from her. Some people are good liars. You're not one of them. I don't believe your story at all. Pay the woman $3,075. All rise.
Plaintiff Angela Donald has won her case. The defendant must pay her only $3,075, not the $4,500 she was seeking.
I hope Ms. Walker learns a lesson today. I was trying to be nice out the kindness of my heart, gave her some place to stay, but instead, 5 days before Christmas, she took advantage of me. I'm happy today that the judge ruled in my favor, so hopefully she's learned a lesson. I have as well.
She is not as sweet as she played with the judge. She is not that sweet. She is a little trifling woman, just like her man, and that's all. I'm just glad it's over.
Urgent news. Vioxx, a pain-relieving drug, has recently been withdrawn from the market by Merck & Company after having been associated with increased risks of heart attacks and strokes. If you or anyone you know has taken the medication called Vioxx and experienced a heart attack or stroke after taking the medication for an extended period of time, you may have a claim against the company that manufactured this product. You will not be obligated to pay any fees or costs unless a recovery is made in your behalf. Call the law offices of Robert J. Fenstersheim at 1-800-LAWMAN-8 for a free consultation.
Were you one of 6 million Floridians left in the dark this past hurricane season? Never lose your power again. No matter what happens, you can be comfortable and secure with an emergency standby generator, a backup system that automatically restores your power within 60 seconds and protects you 365 days a year. Protect your lifestyle, your assets, your home, your entire family. Personalized power systems. Never lose your power again. Call today.
The spark of inspiration. The glow of desire. Discover a passion unmatched where music, romance, and spectacle combine in a single blaze of glory. The Phantom of the Opera, now through October 29th only at the Broward Center for the Performing Arts. Tickets on sale now at all Ticketmaster outlets or visit the Broward Center AutoNation box office today.
Today on Judge Alex. Did these ex-lovers trade sexual favors to settle a debt?
He said, you know you owe me. I said, okay, no problem. I'm going to hook you right on up, okay? He know what I meant.
Hook me
he
up.
Know,
I
he
don't.
Know.
All right, he may have known what you meant, but I don't know exactly what you mean.
Your Honor, the sex is good, but it ain't worth $1,000.
No.
I ain't paying $1,000.
You see?
But she might be on an installment plan where it's paid over time.
And later, things get personal with these ex-friends.
She'd be like, oh, you're getting fatter and I'm getting skinnier all the time.
You know what? I did tell her that she was fat because she is fat.
That's an awfully rude thing to say. So in addition to being moody and temperamental, you're rude too.
As a cop, he stood up for the law.
If I was the cop who showed up on the scene, you'd still be in jail.
As a trial lawyer, he fought for the truth.
The only thing your story is missing is once upon a time.
And as a criminal court judge, he commanded authority.
I've locked up people for less than what you did.
Now, he has his own courtroom.
This is my house.
Where the cases are real.
I will kick you both out and you don't follow my rules.
And justice rules.
I'm giving you one last warning.
Introducing Judge Alex. Lee Wright says his ex-lover of 12 years promised to repay a personal loan, but now she refuses to hand over the money. He's suing for the $1,051. He says he's out. Lolita Williams says she doesn't owe her ex a dime, and he's only suing her because his ex-wife found out about his gift.
All rise. Court is now in session. Honorable Judge Alex Ferrer presiding.
Okay, thank you. Please be seated. Mr. Wright.
Yes.
You're suing your former girlfriend, Miss Williams, for $1,051 for a loan that you gave her to fix her car that you say she's not repaying, as well as your court costs. Is that right?
That's correct, Your Honor.
Okay, and Miss Williams, you claim that that was never a loan and you were never expected to repay it.
Right.
You don't owe him anything.
Exactly.
Okay, tell me what happened, Mr. Wright.
We've been seeing each other, for approximately 12 years, off and on. Her car broke down. She had an engine put in it. About 2 days later, she had problems. The car broke down again. She was left on the side of the freeway.
At this point,
yes.
Right now, are you still seeing each other? Right now?
No.
Okay, but back then, when her
Yes.
car broke down, were you living together?
No,
or
no.
You were just dating?
Right.
12 years worth of dating?
Off and on,
Okay.
Long-term relationship.
Just want to test it out before you get married or anything, right?
Exactly.
Okay.
You got it.
Right. So her car breaks down, what happens?
At this time, my engine went out in my car. I explained to Lolita that I'm saving the money to get my car fixed. It was about $5,400. I said, well, I have some money. I'll loan you some money, Lolita.
Is that right?
No.
No.
Yes.
He did not say it was a loan until
Okay.
the next day.
So tell me what you thought it was.
It was a gift.
Why would he give you the $1,000?
Because we was going together. At first, it was not a gift. He said it was a gift or whatever. You know you owe me. I said, oh, okay, no problem. I'm going to hook you up. Just like that, okay? He know what I meant.
Hook me
he
up.
Know,
Okay, I
he
don't.
Know. He know.
Hey,
He know.
Your Honor.
All right, he may have known what you meant, but I don't know exactly what you mean.
I'll clear it up. I'll clear it up.
Wait, I want to hear it's her words. Okay, what was it that you...
Because he know I didn't have the money for it.
So what did you think he meant when he said you owe me?
He owe me, y'all.
Well, I think you're blushing.
No, because I know how...
Tell him what you mean.
You know exactly what I mean.
I don't know.
So let me ask you then, how did you pay this off then?
She didn't pay it off.
Okay, I didn't pay it off because I was with him every day. I was out at the time.
Your Honor, the sex is good, but it ain't worth $1,000.
No.
I ain't paying $1,000.
You see?
But she might be on an installment plan where it's paid over time. So it might be...
No.
Have you had a chance at this point to hook him up? Maybe he's just not understanding what you meant.
He actually owes me.
Oh, he does.
Yeah. If you want to put it that way, because this is back in this is back. So he actually
let's get
owes
back to the loan because this ain't pay-per-view.
Okay.
So let's go back to that. Okay.
So at the time he said, the next day that's when he started saying it was a loan or whatever. That was probably back in November. In December or whatever, he never brought it up or whatever. It was, never brought it up.
So when does he bring it up finally?
When does he bring it up finally? At the end of January, which we was dating or whatever. January, the end of January, he popped up and said, I'm getting married. I'm like, what? You getting married?
And that's when she started acting a fool and didn't want to pay me my money back.
Wait a minute. This woman who you've been dating for 12 years, all of a sudden you tell her, I'm getting married, and you think she's acting a fool?
In a month. In a month.
You're lucky you don't have a knife in your back.
Let me paint the picture for you, Your Honor.
Okay.
About 3 years ago, she got married. You know, I didn't act a fool. You know, I didn't act a fool. She said she was getting married. No problem. That's what you're going to do. It didn't work out. She started calling again. We started kicking it again.
You guys have the strangest relationship I've ever seen.
When Judge Alex returns, Victor gets caught in the middle of these ex-lovers.
The sex is good, you know. I mean,
apparently. Okay.
Victor, would you know?
Don't put me in like that. Don't.
She all right, right? She all right?
Let's not make Victor any offers or get him in trouble.
Are you involved in a legal dispute with your ex-lover and want your case heard on Judge Alex? If so, call 1-800-854-7303.
I respect doctors. My father's one. Most doctors do an excellent job. However, there are some who do not. If you have permanent injuries as a result of the negligence of a doctor or hospital, call me, Robert Rubenstein, for a free consultation. I will protect your rights.
They're new secrets your credit card company doesn't want you to know.
I was surprised. I thought it was sort of a ripoff.
See why rate hikes and fees were just the beginning when we reveal the very latest credit card tricks. Tonight at 5 and 11 on CBS 4 News.
Tom Cruise on fatherhood. Next ET, what he tells Jan Carl about the baby on the way. Plus, Hollywood's breakup epidemic. Uma and Paris break their silence in a Hollywood marriage and counseling. Next ET.
Tonight at 7 on 4.
A short time ago, this woman was limited by her mobility. A month ago, this man wasn't even able to get around his house. These are people who chose mobility, and they chose the scooter store. If you're living with limited mobility, call the scooter store today. I guarantee no other company will work hard to make you mobile. If we pre-qualify you for a new scooter or power chair, and Medicare denies your claim, the scooter store allows you to keep your scooter or power chair at no cost. That's the scooter store guarantee. I expected they'd help me file some paperwork with Medicare and my insurance. I never expected them to be so nice or to work so hard to get me a power chair at no cost to me.
You don't qualify for Medicare? No problem. We'll work with your insurance company, even help with financing. If there's a way, we'll find it.
Call the scooter store for free information today.
Call 1-866-267-1790 now. Or visit our store located inside Walmart Supercenter at 5851 Northwest 177th Street in Hialeah.
Hi, I'm Robert Rubenstein. Did you know it's illegal for someone you don't know to call you to handle your claim if you've been injured? They may ruin your case. Find a lawyer through TV, Yellow Pages, a friend's recommendation, or reputation. Above all, call someone you trust.
Judge Alex continues in the case of Lee Wright, who says his ex-lover owes him for a $1,051 personal loan.
What's the discussion about the loan?
If we could just back it up just a little bit to where when she gets her car out of the shop,
right,
the very next night, she comes over to the house, and as soon as she comes in, you know, she's feeling good and whatnot. She got her car running, maybe had a margarita or something, you know. I don't know.
That's good to hear.
You know, but she could have got me first, and then we went and got margaritas. But anyway, I said, well, look, Lily, let's handle this first. Let's get this money thing straight. I says, I told you that I could loan you that money, but I need the money back. This is business right here. I said, I wrote out a little promissory note. She signed it.
And you're still thinking what?
Yeah, she knew right then and there that this was a loan, Your Honor.
We were going together. I wasn't even thinking I wasn't even thinking that he was going to jump up and say, well, anyway. I wasn't even thinking about it. I mean, I signed it. We were going together. I didn't think he was going to use it against me.
It's a loan.
I mean,
it's a loan.
12 years. I wouldn't even think about him going to even try to sue me about some money.
So what do you think? What do you think he intended to do with a promissory note if he's not going to use it against you? What do you think it was for?
Because it was friends. I mean, it was friends. I mean.
So he just wants your autograph? I mean, what do you think? He had you sign something that says, "I, Lee Wright, loaned Lolita Williams $998.47 for car repair, 1998 vehicle at whatever location," and you signed it.
Yeah.
So how could you still think it's not a loan at this? What do you what are you thinking this is for?
We were still going together. We even the same.
This is in November.
That was in November.
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 And you still continue going together in November, December, January.
Exactly.
And during all that time, you
never mentioned the money at all.
But you're still under the impression that this is a gift?
Yes.
All right. So
you can't work that $1,000 off. No, you'd have to just flip
and you don't start. Don't even start.
So how's the marriage going?
Pardon me?
How's the marriage going?
The marriage didn't work, Your Honor. That's a whole different story. It's a whole different story.
Oh.
It has nothing to do with any loans or anything like that. I tried it, Your Honor, and it didn't work for me.
So you two are not dating anymore?
Well, I mean, after I get my money back.
Okay.
I mean, I don't mind. She's cute, you know, and she's, you know.
I'm not disputing that.
The sex is good, you know.
Apparently. Okay.
Victor, would you?
Don't put me in there.
I mean, she all right, right? She all right?
Let's not make Victor any offers or get him in trouble.
All right.
Okay. Well, Miss Williams, he's completely right. You are adorable. I've so enjoyed our time together. But the reality is you signed a note, and the promissory note says it's a loan. And as much as you may think he didn't really mean it, we're here.
Right.
So he really meant it. So you owe him the money. It's $1,050.47. I hope the two of you do get back together. You've already spent so much time on this relationship. Judgment for the plaintiff. All rise.
Lee Wright has won his case, so his ex-lover must pay the $1,050.47 for a personal loan. When Judge Alex returns, find out what really broke up these best friends.
She's very, very controlling. If she's in a bad mood, the world has to be in a bad mood because she's in a bad mood.
How's your mood today?
It's good.
Good.
I feel good right now.
This Thanksgiving, the big parade could wind up at your house.
You've just won $1 million in the Publishers Clearinghouse Sweepstakes.
Enter by mail or at PCH.com. And this Thanksgiving, the winner could be you.
Open wide. Wider. Please. Don't make me call your daddy.
Triaminic Thin Strips. Easy to give. Triaminic, the medicine of motherhood.
Closed captioning for Judge Alex, brought to you in part by...
There's more good news for those with arthritis pain. According to a recent survey, orthopedic doctors rated Aleve #1 most effective over-the-counter brand for minor arthritis pain. Ask your doctor about the good news. Ask your doctor about Aleve.
If your house, mobile home, or other structure contains polybutylene pipe with plastic or metal insert fittings, you may be entitled to free replacement of your plumbing if it has leaked. You may have additional legal options for dwellings purchased after August 12, 2002. Call 1-800-392-7591 or visit the website at pbpipe.com for information about the settlement and to determine if you qualify. To qualify, your PB plumbing must have been installed between January 1st, 1978 and July 31st, 1995. Polybutylene pipe, also known as PB plumbing, is a non-rigid, sometimes curved plastic pipe used in water supply plumbing systems. For information on your legal rights and eligibility, visit the website at pbpipe.com or call toll-free 1-800-392-7591. That's pbpipe.com or call 1-800-392-7591.
Are you getting the most health care coverage for your Medicare dollar? If not, then you should know about Humana Gold Classic.
Call now and Humana will send you this free booklet that tells how Humana Gold Classic gives you hundreds of doctors and many hospitals to choose from in your area, unlimited generic and designated brand name drugs, hearing and vision care, dental exams, and free membership in the award-winning Silver Sneakers Fitness program. You get all this and much more for no additional monthly plan premium. And now you can carry over your unused prescription drug benefit amounts from 1 month to the next, up to $1,500. It's all in this free booklet, getting the most for your Medicare dollar. Call Humana today to get yours. 1-800-833-6517 and get the most for your Medicare dollar.
Next time on Judge Alex, her best friend crashed her car, but was she the one that was smashed?
Had one too many drinks.
About 5 too many. She always drunk.
What are you going to do? What are you going to tell the family of the kid that you kill when you show up at the funeral?
Next time on Judge Alex.
Angel Teneo says she rented an apartment with the defendant, but her former friend moved out and stuck her with all the bills. She's suing for $1,292 to recover all the monies she's out. Alexandria Takeda says the plaintiff was controlling and unbearable to live with, so she had to leave the apartment. The defendant has filed a $1,780 counterclaim for an unpaid bill and the cost of breaking her lease.
Ms. Teneo, you're suing Ms. Takeda for $1,292 because you say that she was your roommate, she moved out, and she left you with all this debt.
Yes,
Is that right?
she did.
Okay, and Ms. Takeda, you say it's actually the opposite. You're suing her for $1,780 because you're saying she's the one who stuck you with the debt.
Yes.
Okay, go ahead, let me hear your story.
Well, where I'd like to start is that I met Alexandria back in December. We met at our previous job. We hit it off really, really well. We started hanging out together like a lot, and we started to get really, really close. One night, she had gotten into an argument with her mom, and we decided to come to Phoenix to come and party.
And you were living where?
In Tucson.
Okay.
So we came to Phoenix like 3 weekends in a row. By the third weekend, we had decided that we wanted to move to Phoenix. We were tired of Tucson. There was nothing there for either one of us. We decided that it'd be better if we moved to the city by ourselves.
Did you have anything lined up in Phoenix, any work?
No.
You're just going to up and go. You had jobs, right?
Before we left?
Before you left?
No.
No?
No,
Okay.
we weren't working.
So what were you going to do?
I sold my car.
I was going to say, where are you going to get the money? You sold your car
I sold my car.
to move to a town where you don't have a job.
Right. And we spent my money. I paid for food. I paid for the furniture. I paid for the moving expenses. I paid for the first month's rent, and I also paid the moving. Like, it was $199 to move into the apartment.
All right. So when did it stop being too perfect?
She is very, very controlling. Very controlling. Like, how much did you get paid? Oh, give me your money and I'll do it. Just very controlling over every situation. She has to have the last word for everything. She argues for everything. If she's in a bad mood, the world has to be in a bad mood because she's in a bad mood.
How's your mood today?
It's good.
Good.
I feel good right now.
I want to make sure there aren't black clouds on the horizon we're going to deal with here. Okay. So there was really a little bit of friction.
Yes.
All right. So when did the problem start?
My sister called me, and she said she was having a hard time at home, so she wanted to know if she could come and stand. I said, yeah. So my sister
This
came.
is your sister?
Right.
What is your name?
Frankie Dorame.
Okay. So what happens?
So I told my sister that she could move up with us. She started disrespecting me. She was telling me to shut up in my own house.
That wasn't
She was
true, Your
slamming
Honor.
my doors.
Come on up.
That's not true.
All right. So tell me, Ms.
The
Norman,
thing
what
is
happened?
that she loves to put everybody down. I understand that's her house, but as soon as I gave her money to pay the rent when we were all living there, I said that that's my house
How much
too.
were you contributing to the rent there?
I told her I was only going to give her $100 because of the fact that I didn't have my own room.
So I'm gathering that at this point you two decided, I don't want to live in this situation anymore, and you
Exactly.
got
It
your
was
own place and you
unbearable.
moved out.
Yes.
Okay. So what was the blow up?
I'd like to get to the point. Can I?
Could you?
Yes. Okay. Well, last week,
I would like
it was
it so
2
much.
weeks ago. It was 2 weeks ago. On Sunday we had went tubing. We had a really, really good time. So we go back, and Monday we had to go to work. Monday I woke up in a really, really bad mood. And she is right. I am moody and I am controlling and I like things my way. That's just, I don't know. It's me, and I totally accept that. And I woke up in the morning and they were
getting
getting
dressed. It's not exactly a ringing endorsement for like a, personals ad or something,
Yeah.
Okay, but as long as you know it, maybe you can
So they were getting
work on it.
dressed in the morning. They were in Alex's room, and I walked in and I sat on her bed and I was like, you know what? I'm irritated today. Don't talk to me. So of course, like I know, like honestly, I'm gonna take responsibility for that. If I'm gonna say that to somebody, that's gonna make their day even like if they're gonna feel the way I'm feeling just because I'm like coming off to them like really, really early in the morning.
Is that what
And
you're
I
trying to
understood
do?
that.
Is that, you're trying to make them feel the way you're feeling?
Purposely. If she's in a bad mood, she wants to make you feel bad. She's
I don't
the type
do
of
it,
person
but she wants everybody to
Let her talk.
Okay, she would always put me down. Like,
How?
okay, for example, she'd be like, oh, you're getting fatter and I'm getting skinnier all the time. And it like that makes me feel better.
Did you
She's
say
supposed
that?
to be my
No.
best
You know
friend.
what? I
She's
did tell her
supposed
that
to
she
be
was
my
fat
best friend.
because she is
No,
fat.
can I talk? Can I talk?
That's an awfully rude thing to say. So in addition to being moody and temperamental, you're rude too. Is that the way you operate? Because if it is, you really should address it. You need to go talk to somebody to find out why you do it. Because there's a reason why you're trying to make your best friend feel miserable.
When Judge Alex returns, the feud between ex-friends continues, but the judge has heard enough.
Nana, can I say
Excuse me, no, we're done.
Are you involved in a legal dispute with your best friend and want your case heard on Judge Alex? If so, call 1-800-854-7303.
I have asthma, and even when I thought I had it under control, it constricted my life. I avoided doing some things because I knew they could trigger my symptoms. When my asthma symptoms flare up, I never know how bad it's going to be. A little wheezing or something more. That's not the way I wanted to live. So I talked to my doctor about getting more symptom-free days with Advair. Advair is the one asthma controller that treats the two main components that cause my asthma symptoms, airway constriction and inflammation. So I can have more days without symptoms, and that means more days without worry.
Advair won't replace fast-acting inhalers for sudden symptoms and should not be taken more than twice a day. Rare but serious asthma-related fatalities occurred in a study with Ceravin, one of the components of Advair. While adjusting to a switch from an oral steroid like prednisone to the inhaled steroid in Advair, be very careful as you may be less able to heal after surgery, infection, or serious injury. See your doctor if your asthma does not improve.
Ask your doctor about Advair. Enjoy more symptom-free days.
Everybody's watching CBS Thursday. Follow the evidence in a case you can really sink your teeth into.
Do you like biting? I like being bid. Are you kidding me? I could not make this stuff up.
A new CSI, then.
Get the hell away from me!
You recognize this kid?
Why, is he in trouble?
No, he's missing.
I told you the truth.
Something else happened in that basement. Why don't you tell us what it was?
Don't miss the most intense without a trace mystery yet.
Do not mess with me.
New episode CBS tonight after CSI.
Shattering news, Fort Lauderdale. At long last, it's here. The legendary story, the heart-grabbing music, the international phenomenon, the Phantom of the Opera, the award-winning musical event that has captured the imagination of theatergoers around the world. Now it's your turn to surrender to the music of the night. Now through October 29th only at the Broward Center for the Performing Arts. Tickets at all Ticketmaster outlets or visit the Broward Center AutoNation box office.
It's Bear's 60th anniversary sale, and Bear's is celebrating with the latest styles and hottest furniture fashions. And, as always, something special just for you. Shop now and get the second nightstand free when you buy any bedroom suite, plus up to 60% savings store-wide. No interest 1 year, 24-hour delivery. Come celebrate 60 years of first-class service and style with complimentary champagne. Bear's 60th anniversary sale, always beyond the ordinary.
Promotional consideration paid by.
Why did your last diet fail?
Stress raises cortisol. Cortisol increases belly fat. Relicore helps reduce cortisol. You need Relicore.
Call now. It's guaranteed.
A microfiber sofa sectional with exceptional quality for just $7.99. Smart styling, comfortable attitude. Jennifer Convertibles.
Estrin D, the first and only diet pill specifically developed to help menopausal and premenopausal women lose weight.
Estrin D. Call now. It's guaranteed.
Judge Alex returns in the case of Angel Teneo, who's suing her ex-friend for $1,292 for expenses incurred while sharing an apartment. Alexandria Takeda has filed a $1,780 counterclaim for an unpaid household bill and the cost of breaking their lease agreement.
Well, you're suing for a lot of things, though. You're not just suing for...
there is a lot of
Let me
things.
go down this list you gave me. First month's rent. You're suing for that. Okay? Current month's rent.
That's the current, but
All
I'm
right.
not charging them for it.
Half of the U-Haul expenses. Application fee at the apartment, fine. Gasoline, car wash, antenna for her TV, $4.32. Shampoo, conditioner, toothpaste, and bathroom accessories. Why are you charging her for shampoo and conditioner? Did you buy separate? Are you guys using the same one? No.
I bought everything.
4 shirts. What are the 4 shirts?
The little muscle shirts when she put bleach on.
Okay,
Might I add the
you bought her 4 shirts. Okay. What's the counterclaim for $1,500? The utility bill portion of your counterclaim, I understand. The utility bill's in your name?
Yes.
Okay.
I think it's her fault that's why the reason why I'm not living there. And so that's why I'm suing her for it.
But it hasn't cost you $1,500. It seems to me that what you're saying is, if in the future she breaks the lease, we're both going to get sued because I'm on that lease. And if we both get sued, I'm going to have to pay $1,500. So I want her to pay me the $1,500 now, so when she breaks the lease, I have it.
No, I wanted to break the lease now. Like, no longer have my name in anything to do with that.
All right, your $1,500 claim makes no sense at all, okay? I don't even know what theory you're suing under. You need to learn something very quickly because you've got a lot of life ahead of you, okay? When you leave home and you go out there in the real world and all of a sudden you've got responsibilities, okay? The landlord doesn't care if you got in a bad mood, and he doesn't care if you got called names. You sign a lease, it's a contract. You have to live up to the different contracts that you sign, and it has repercussions when you break them, okay? So get over this whole petty stuff of you use more shampoo than I use, so I want you to pay it, or, you know, I bought the $4.50 antenna for your TV, so I want you to pay that, because you're going to have a lot bigger hurdles in life than this. You have all these expenses you want to claim because your friendship broke up and you're angry and whatever, okay? You can't recover a lot of these. Some of them you can, but for the most part, the only thing here that I see that you can recover total $398. You're entitled to recover your utility bill for this month, okay? Because you're no longer living there. That's $198.
Donna, can I say
Excuse me, no, we're done. You're not going to get fair breaks in life. You're going to pay things for her and she's going to pay things for you or for other people that you cannot recover. That's just the way it is. Courts are not here to resolve all your petty issues. You're going to have to resolve those on your own. It's the big unfairness that we deal with. Here, the rent is the big unfairness. A couple of other items you should pay. Fine. That's $398 for the plaintiff, $198 for you on the utility bill. Everything else is 0. So that's a net balance to you of $200 judgment for the plaintiff.
All right.
Angel Teneo has won her case, but the judge has awarded her only $200, not the $1,292 she sued for. The judge has awarded the defendant $198, but she receives no compensation after subtracting the plaintiff's award.
I don't think Alex and I will ever be friends. I just don't feel that at this time it would ever work out for me and her to ever try to talk to each other again.
Yes, I am trying to get on with my life, and she's still messing with my life as we speak. And I'm just trying to move on, and I just want her to stop. I don't think me and Angel will ever be friends again.
This is CBS 4 News now.
Good morning, everyone. I'm Joy Purdy. Tropical storm Tammy is on its way out, but there's new tropical trouble bringing more rain to South Florida over the next 2 days. A bolt of lightning strikes at the end of a South Florida football game, killing a student and putting 2 more in the hospital. And brush fires in Southern California are growing again. Hot, dry Santa Ana winds are spreading a huge wildfire east of Los Angeles. More noon.
As part of Breast Cancer Awareness Month, please join Publix and Kellogg's and help keep the promise of curing breast cancer in our lifetime.
A 25-cent donation will be made to the Komen Race for the Cure with the purchase of any Special Case cereal or bars and Smart Start cereal during the month of October. And get your Promise wristband to show your support. Look for specially marked packages of Special Case cereal and bars and Smart Start cereal.
So take charge of your health. Early detection can help save lives.
Sponsored by Kellogg's, proud sponsors of the Komen Race for the Cure.
It only happens once a year, the Modern Age Anniversary Celebration. Enjoy nothing down except sales tax with no interest and no payments until 2007. Plus, we have a great selection of exciting new styles just for the occasion. Modern Age is celebrating 65 years with an unrivaled assortment of quality furniture at prices guaranteed to be the lowest. Don't miss Modern Age Furniture's 65th anniversary celebration, because there can only be one lowest